Good morning, everybody. It's Javier, and I'm super excited to be with you here this morning to share information to help elevate your level of success. I really want to help you get from where you are today to where you deserve to be in life, in business, income, and everything else that matters to you as well. I just want to start by telling you how excited I am. We had a very, very busy week. I really don't remember the last time I held so many webinars. We had a private $1 Million Baby webinar. We had a bunch of recruiting or BOP webinars. We did a lot of onboarding webinars, just really, really busy. And I thank everybody for everything that you've done. I'm going to give you a little bit of a surprise what we're going to do this week. Last week, we limited everything that we did with the $1 Million Baby to those that registered for that. So communications were going out only to the list of people that chose to register themselves. So it's not like I chose and picked. You got to choose and pick. And it's amazing how many of you just never got around to picking, yet you're asking me for the information. We're going to open up one event this week only to anybody that wants to practice what I'm going to be teaching you here today and what I've been teaching you. So make sure that you are part of the group that's out there making things happen. First of all, can you see the slide that says local HQ, local leads HQ? Anybody?
Yes, we can see that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We're going to talk about today about a new tool that we're rolling out. And as always, what I really try my best to do is to keep the tools coming that are pertinent to what we're talking about. And right now, we are getting ready for the fall. We're already in fall 2021 mode, meaning the two things that we're focusing on are schools and businesses as well. I think that the business campaign has been really good to some of us. I like it a lot. What's really nice about here is that if you're willing to put in the work, you can participate in this thing without having to pay anything as far as the teaching of the information goes. But there are some tools that you'll have to invest a little bit of money because it's obviously a business that requires that type of investment as well. So we're going to be talking about Local Leads HQ, which is a reinvention, I guess you could call it. That's the simplest way I can put it, but which is just that, a reinvention of the Leads Vault we used to have last year that a lot of people were able to leverage to the max. And so again, this is not a version 2, but a new version because it has a whole new thing. And I'm going to actually show you a demo of that as well here today. But before anything else, as always, I want to start with the first things first. And a couple of things I want to go over. I want to just send out my well wishes to all of our teammates that are down right now. We've got quite a bit of our teammates that are down with COVID-19. One of them is actually hospitalized. And so I just want to send out all that positive energy to all of our teammates and understand that, you're not alone. If you need anything, let us know. We can come together as a team, and there's no reason why anybody, and I do mean anybody, so my team has to face this stuff alone. I've gone through it myself. So, if you're going through it, let me know. We can get you, food or anything you need to heal you back up and get you up and running ASAP. I spoke to 2 of them yesterday, but there's quite a bit of people going through this right now. And again, I just didn't know, or I just didn't find out about some of these folks until yesterday. But just keep everybody that's fighting this horrible COVID thing in your prayers, if you don't mind. Everybody deserves health, and we want to make sure that we go ahead and just do our part. So please, if you're facing this, I'm not at liberty to share the name, so don't ask me who it is because I'm not going to tell you. I haven't gotten their permission, and I'm not about to get into that whatsoever. So let me go ahead and just continue to the next thing. We have a pop quiz real quick. We have a pop quiz, and it's really simple. I'm going to ask you to just please, first of all, stay by saying your name. Don't blurt out the answers. Don't say anything. Just say your name. I call on you, and then you get the chance to answer, and that's how we're going to do it. So if you're going to participate, you need to be unmuted. Don't blurt it out. There's always somebody that does it. Don't blurt it out. It won't count. So I just have a $25 gift card that I want to give to somebody. You'll have it via text here at the end of the actual webinar. But what I want to do, let's see. You should be able to unmute yourself. Can anybody unmute themselves?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Kathy, it's you. Sorry. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and give a $25 gift card to Starbucks. You're going to get it via text message as soon as this webinar is, or actually I have a second one. So around noon. And I just have one simple question. Start by telling me your name, and then I'll call on you, and then you can go ahead and continue that. Let's see. What are the two skills critical to your success in business that I mention all the time? There's 2 skills. Give me your name first. This is the backbone of what we do, or what you should be doing.
Keith, and
It's Keith Heavier.
Go ahead, Keith.
Marketing and then automation.
Almost. You got half of it. So for you get half a cookie. You got $12. But anyway, let's see if anybody else gets it.
Daniela, it's
Go ahead, Daniela.
marketing and mobilizing people.
Thank you. Congratulations. Let's give it up to Daniela. Absolutely. You know, one of the things that this is important is because marketing will get you in front of people or the people in front of you. And that is important. But one of the challenges that we all have, because we were not born into this business or into marketing and so on, is mobilizing people. And I'm going to give you an example of how we were able to mobilize so many people to the webinars this week that now I'm going to open it up to everybody. You know, it's amazing how many people came to me. How come I didn't know about this? How come? Because you didn't register. It's very, very simple. I only gave you 4 weeks to register. And now we're going to open it up just this week because the next week we have a very big event that we're not going to open it up to everybody. But this one, we're going to have a $1 Million Baby webinar this Wednesday. That your job is to promote the event. It doesn't have links to me, phone numbers to me. This is going to be all you. And number 2 is to mobilize people to the webinar. What do you think is the best way to mobilize somebody to a webinar? Anybody? Anybody?
A trip to Jamaica.
Okay, one thing is a trip. What's another thing?
Food.
And we're talking about the logistical stuff on your end that you can do for a webinar. We're just going to keep it really, really simple. Webinars.
Text them.
That's it. Remind them. Remind them via text. Right now, I don't know how many people we have. You guys can see it. I'm not going to lie. But we probably would have we had 3 people here at exactly 8:59 a.m. this morning. 3. And then the text went out and the number skyrocketed or went up a multiple of that. And there's still people walking in right now. And so the point that I'm making is that's part of the skills, if you would, that you have to develop, that you have to work on yourself to make sure that you are able to go ahead and mobilize people. If you don't know how to mobilize, if you don't learn how to mobilize people, it's going to be difficult. Nowadays, it's super, super easy. And we're going to show you a little bit of that here today. Thank you, Daniela. Congratulations. And part of the reason why you do so good. So thank you so much for that. I want to start with a few words of wisdom I got from a very wise person. I actually stole it from one of her websites or posts. And it simply says the cost of success: late nights, early mornings, very few friends, being misunderstood, feeling overwhelmed, questioning your sanity, satanity, I guess this one says, being your own cheerleader. And these are some of the things that we all have to understand depending on the level of success we seek. If you're looking to make just beer money, if you have a full-time job and are just looking to make your car payment, the good news is here at FFS, you can do that very easily. And I rarely use the word easy because it's never easy. But for that kind of amount, it's easy if you just simply text a few people and say, hey, show up this Wednesday and check out this webinar. I know you have kids or I know you have grandkids, and you're going to thank me when the webinar is over that I was able to make you aware that this stuff even exists. Simple as that. 5 minutes before the webinar, send them another text saying, hey, webinar starts. Here's the domain, which is ffswebinar.com. And you send them to that and you follow up with them. That's where the money's at, in the follow-up. But that's how simple it is. So if you're looking to make a little bit of money, then you know what? That's all you need to do. Put in 2-3 hours a week and you're done. You're done. Make an extra $5,000, $6,000 a month consistently. You're done. And then there are other people that want more and are willing to pay the price. There's a lot of people that want more, but are not willing to pay the price. But I'm talking to those that are willing to pay the price where, you know, I've been working on my presentations for 2 days. I've been working on this for a long time. I've been working on the securing a package. They wanted me to pay $2,000 for what I'm going to show you right now. I'm not going to pay that because I buy too much stuff from these guys. I was able to buy a license. I paid $90 for it. You're going to get a chance to get it for free. Or if you do want to pay for it, you're going to pay $29.99. You don't have to spend the $90 or the $2,000 that they wanted and so on. And I'll show you. But I live and I breathe this right here because I love the life that I lead, that I'm able to live. I love being with my wife. 30 years now. We're going to be celebrating next year our 30th anniversary. I love that I'm here with my kids when they're here, with my grandkids all the time. One was here yesterday. The other one's coming today. I mean, I love this. I love to travel. We're going to be going to, I don't know where we're going to Guadalajara, Mexico in 2 weeks. So we're not going to have a webinar, or I'll have it, or I'll host it from there if I can. After that, we're going to be going, I don't even know where we're going to Dubai. We're going to be there next month. And then from there, we go to Greece. Supposed to be a cruise. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to go to Greece. And then from there, we go to Israel, do the certificates in February for Valentine's Day. I mean, I love doing all these things, but there's a price to pay. And a lot of the times we're just not either ready to pay the price or not willing to pay the price. And so I'm talking to those that are both able and willing to pay the price. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't mobilize somebody to this Wednesday webinar, you're not willing to pay the price. And I don't mean to answer for you, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of things that I do and I don't like them. There are a lot of people I deal with and I don't like them, but I have to do it because that's the cost of not only achieving something, but most importantly, maintaining it. And, I'm in that part of my business. I told everybody, I told Phil, I'm telling I'm not keeping it a secret. I love what I do here at FFS. I literally just love what I do, but I don't think I'm going to be doing it much longer in regards to being officially fully retired, because I want to accelerate some of the things that I'm able to do, especially on the charity side. We're going down to TJ to drop off a bunch of clothes. We take food, and I don't post stuff about that because I don't want it to be a tourist spot when we help people. But there's a lot of things I really want to focus on a greater scale. And so my recommendation to you is don't waste these years, because I'm telling you, once I pull the pin, webinars are going to come to an end, and that's just the way life works. And so that's what I'm saying, that I couldn't dream that I'd be doing what I'm able to do now 15 years ago when I got started, because I just wanted to make my damn car payment. I mean, they were repoing my car. I just wanted to make a little bit of extra cash, and having left the police department and this and that, the safety net is gone, and before you know it, here we are. So I'm telling you, this stuff works. Having said that, the person that I stole this from is this very wise person I was referring to, which is Jefflyn Dangerfield. I want to congratulate her on the launching of her new book, The Retirement Trilogy. It's live on Amazon. I actually was trying to order it, but it was on pre-order because it wasn't out yet. And then I got a package in the mail from her with a copy of the book. So I want to say thank you. I don't know if Jefflyn's on the call right now, but if you are, Jefflyn, congratulations. Are you on? This is something that I'm telling you right now, I've been dreaming about for probably 14 years of getting around to do it. And here she did it. So congratulations on her podcast. On top of that, she's got the book. She's on Amazon, for God's sakes, and unbelievable. So let's just give it up to Jefflyn, if you don't mind, for achieving something that can help us all, because she talks about the concepts we talk about. So you have her book that you can leverage as well. So if you don't have it, my recommendation is to go to go to Amazon. And you can get it on Kindle, which is digital. Just download it directly on your phone or tablet or what have you, or get a hard copy that you can take with you to show people and then have them buy it via Kindle or whatever the case might be. So congratulations, Jefflyn, on the job well done. I'm so proud of you. We're also proud of you, and we thank you for all that you do as well. Also,
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Well, first of all, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We are literally living our dreams through you, because all of us at some point said, man, I got to get a book out, and yet here you go doing it. So we're very, very proud of you, Jefflyn. Anything you want to say, please?
Well, I just thank everybody for their support, for the quotes, and, taking the time to help me via proofing and just supporting. So, it's been an interesting journey through this COVID process, but one thing you told us was if we don't come out of COVID doing something different or being different, then there's something wrong with us. And it's just been a blessing to be able to do this during this time frame, and we're just looking forward to what comes next. But thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations on the job well done again, Jefflyn. Congratulations, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
You know what? And it's very, very true. Alan's saying congratulations. Daniela, congratulations. Shelly Johnson, congratulations. Everybody congratulating you. So congratulations. And it's like I said, if you're coming out of this whole COVID thing without a new hustle or a new piece of knowledge or something, the problem wasn't lack of time. We know that now. It was probably us and continues to be us. So good job on that. I'm also very excited to recognize our Fast Start Award for August of 2021, Mr. Matthew Vasquez. Matthew is coming out of, actually, he's in California, but coming out of Colorado. He was a police officer in Colorado, has wonderful kids, a wife, and decided to start a new life here in California, and, took the plunge. And went ahead and walked away from law enforcement, and sounds familiar to me, and then came over here in search of his dreams. And so I just want to congratulate him for getting off to a fast start, getting his license. We're talking about appointments, pieces of business in the pipeline already. He's under the great leadership of Mr. Alan Guerra. So he's in very good hands as it relates to the specialized markets and the niche markets, such as church campaigns and police campaigns and all the stuff that Alan has done such a good job. I was actually looking at the statistics for last month. Alan was the #1 producer. So I think if you're going to be mentored, it works when you're being mentored by the #1 producer in the team. and so on. So I just want to take a moment to welcome Matthew officially to the family, and more than anything, to congratulate him for doing something that a lot of times most people just can't get around, which is torch the ship. Sometimes we have to torch the ship, and there's nothing left to do but going forward in the direction of success. And he's done it. So I don't know if Matthew's on. If he is, I just would like to congratulate him and maybe have him say a few words. If not, I understand.
I'm on.
Oh, Matthew, there you are. First of all,
Yes,
good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Very, very well. Congratulations, Matthew, on being our Fast Start Award recipient for August of 2021 and setting the example for what so many of us would like to achieve one day, which is to go after our dreams on a full-time basis. What would you like to say, Matthew? Anything?
I just want to say, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to Ellen Guerra for helping me through every step. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to help a lot of lives out there.
Perfect. And, I think that there's very few noble things to do. Law enforcement is one of them. But when you go from law enforcement to this, you'll see you're in the same business of trying to help people just in a different way. And the reality is that more people need help here than over there. Over there, we deal with a lot of victims of crimes, per se, whereas over here, we're dealing with a lot of lack of knowledge. And so when you go out there and empowering other people, especially, like I said, when we talk about the $1 million baby, when you're not making a lot of money, but man, what a tremendous difference you will be making in generations to come. I'm glad we have you on board, and we need more people like you. So congratulations, Matthew. And once again, welcome to the family and the team. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And having said that, as you know, we are in full swing with the $1 million baby. For whatever reason, people are not getting me the email that we require to get credit for the policies you submit. I need an email. Send me an email with the names of the insured and the policy numbers so that you can go ahead and receive credit for the contest. This Wednesday, we're going to do a special thing. We're going to have a webinar that's going to focus on the $1 million baby. It's a different version of the presentation. You've never seen it. And so it's important for you to do nothing but invite everybody that you know that has a child or a grandchild, and then, of course, mobilize them. And by mobilize them simply means do not leave anything to chance. I don't leave anything to chance. I register them. One, it requires registration. This one does not. And the reason this one does not require registration, just so you know, is because we want you to get full credit for everything that you do. And so they're not going to be in my database or anybody's database. The domain is simple, ffswebinar.com. So Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at 6:55 at the latest, you need to be calling them and or texting them. Say, hey, reminder, the webinar starts in 5 minutes. Please visit ffswebinar.com, just like the one that you get on Saturdays, and learn to mobilize people. Because once you learn to mobilize people to this is low-hanging fruit. This is easy. This is universal. Then you can leverage the power of businesses, the power of the police campaign, church campaign, and other things that require a few more skills. But it's all about you understanding how to market and how to mobilize people. You have to learn to mobilize people. Now, that's if you want to have permanent success, long-term success, big success. If you want just beer money for the month, you don't need to learn all this stuff. You can stumble through beer. But here we're talking about life-changing income that lasts for a long time. Like I said, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you that I've been here 15 years, and in 15 years, I can tell you how many paychecks I've missed, especially because of the fact that once you start to build it, it doesn't happen anymore. And so I'm just telling you that if you want to have long-term success where you don't have to be writing business all the time, nothing frustrates me more in the beginning than going through the first-generation clients. If you've been going at nothing but first-generation clients, meaning you get a client, thank you, and then you go get another client, and thank you, and then go prospect for another. That's a tough treadmill to be on that just never ends. What you want to do is eventually transition to referrals, renewals, and other things that don't require you to put as much effort, not because you're lazy, but because we started this business to live a life of our dreams. If you don't have the time, when are you going to live your dreams? I was a police officer. I'll never forget, and I wish I had more time to tell you this story. I'll never forget Richard Reed, R-H-E-E. I ran into this guy as I was driving my police car. I hear gunshots outside my window. It's actually full automatic machine gun. I thought it was back in the Marine Corps, like fully automatic weapons going off. Unbelievable. If you've ever seen the movie or heard, you've seen the movie Heat, just like that, we race in the direction of the shots. People are scattering. Anyways, long story longer, ends up happening is 4 cars, a van pulled up, 2 guys with machine guns literally opened up on a car. It was just a mess. And they were after this guy who had $500,000 in cash in his trunk. Turns out he's the owner of a supermarket, didn't want to pay for armored car service, so he was taking the money to the bank on his own. And so anyways, they were trying to kill him for the money. Make a long story longer, I obviously I got to know him very, very well. He was my victim per se, so I dealt with everything. We caught one of the guys, and anyways, I learned his story. He came from Korea. He came from Korea and worked, his own words, he worked as a dishwasher for 4 years to save enough money where he ate nothing but hot dogs. It's exactly what he told me. For 4 years, nothing but hot dogs, 7 days a week, multiple dishwashing jobs, enough money to save up to open up a little store that he grew to a bigger store, that he grew to a bigger store. This guy bought back then, this is 1997, he bought a house for $3 million in Hancock Park. He bought it for $3 million, demolished it, built one for $5 at the time. Very exclusive area of town, fenced in, guarded gate, gated community, whatever. But I never understood one thing, and I asked him, Mr. Reed, I just have one question for you. And he's like, well, what is it? Because I actually went to see him at his house. I was learning a lot from the guy. He took me into his wing, per se. And I asked him, no disrespect intended, but when do you enjoy this? And he called me Rodriguez. He always said, Rodriguez, real soon I'm going to sell everything and I'm just going to focus on nothing but my life. And so he ended up having to get a divorce because he worked so much. He was remarried. He was probably 60, 62, and got little kids, young kids, because he had gotten remarried. And the same thing was having issues because he was working. And so anyways, I asked him, when do you enjoy it? When do you enjoy this? Because I would kill to have your life. He's like, real soon, real soon. Anyways, let's fast forward. When we go to court to put this guy was in trial, I go to pick him up to take him to court. And his wife's like, no, he's not feeling well today, whatever. So we leave. And lo and behold, the trial begins. And they end up playing a video testimony from Mr. Reed. And I was looking at the detective. Why are you playing a video? He goes, oh, you didn't hear? I go, what? He has brain cancer. And what? So I went back to see him, brain cancer. And 2 weeks later, he was dead. Never had a chance. Had it all, what people would kill to have, but never got the chance. And that was one of the most, and there's a whole lot more to the story. I'm just kind of encapsulating here in a few seconds. That was one of the big lessons that when people ask me, how come you don't have more diamonds, or how come you're not the top earner in the company? Look, there's so much to do that I know how to do. But the question I always ask myself is, am I willing to pay that price? And the answer for me, a lot of the times, is no. I can't give up my wife. I can't give up my kids. I can't give up my God. I can't give up the charity work. I can't give up other things that if it costs me that, no, for me, it's not worth it. And so in a lot of it, I thank Mr. Ree for what he taught me the hard way, that there were some things I implemented in my business today that I still run that I learned from him. But one of the most important lessons he taught me was indirectly, which was that he always said tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. Unfortunately, before he knew it, it was brain cancer, and he was gone. And his empire got torn apart because a new wife, who was about to be his second ex-wife, dumped it the moment he died, sold off everything, and now she's remarried. It's a whole different ballgame. But never happened. What he wanted just simply never happened. And so that's one of the things that I'll share with you. So here's an image that I'm sharing with you, and I'm going to give you a link to this image later on. So just don't hang up yet. And so copy this to create awareness, to market. Learn how to market on your Facebook, Instagram, whatever. But then make sure you somehow collect information, or ideally your friends and family, to text them the reminder. We also have this one right here. Now, everything that I share with you, just so you know, everything that I'm sharing with you is intended for you to create this or duplicate it yourself. People say, well, can you put, maybe this kind of baby or that kind of baby? Why don't you put whatever you want to, by understanding that I want to empower you. I'm not your creative guy here. This can be done much better, but it's all about you doing it. And I'm going to give you the live link to my Canva account. If you don't know Canva, Canva.com, you're wasting your time. Don't be using Photoshop, PowerPoint, or anything. Just go to Canva because it's so easy to share. And don't hang up because I'm going to give you the links to this stuff right here. And so anyways, I want to go ahead and just minimize this and continue at this point. What I'm going to do is make sure that we always use the hashtag FFS $1 Million Baby when you post anything. So when you post something like I posted the video that everybody has access to, there you go. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to need your help to make sure that you can see what I'm going to show you here on the screen, because I'm going to send you a link right now to where you will find this this information. So just bear with me, please. I'm pulling it up, and I'm just going to make sure that I have you're viewing the screen. So what I'm showing you right now, what I'm going to be showing you here in just 1 second, hold on, please, is going to be the actual page of our $1 Million Baby contest page. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let me just go to this. Let me show it to you right now. And let me just go back over here. Let me just stop this one, share this one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you. Hopefully you can see. Can you see the screen, a video of me right there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the $1 Million Baby homepage for the contest itself. When you go here, oh shoot, I just sent it to one person. I was supposed to send it to everybody. Hold on, please. I'm sending it to everybody right now. So bookmark it. When you go here, whatever, just the registration, that's old stuff. Everything that you need is here, the video, YouTube, blah, blah. But what you'll also find on the bottom is this right here, the two images that you see. Now, I don't know why the image on the right got cut off a little bit. So what you can do is click on the image, and then it'll open it up in Dropbox. You can have the whole image itself, the one on the left. The one on the left, you can just right-click it and copy it from there. You can do that, and you're ready to go as it relates to that. And so, again, this is Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Put yourself to the test. Maybe you don't want to mobilize people. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But if you can't but really want to, I'll teach you. But I won't do it for you. And so make sure that you do that, especially if you're not, your production is not where you want it to be, especially if it's not where you want it to be. So anyways, having said that, let's go ahead and continue with the PowerPoint so we can go ahead and wrap it up here in just 1 second. Are you back to the PowerPoint that says the Facebook post? Can you guys see that? There should be somebody sitting in the shade someday.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Again, I don't have my iPad with me next to my granddaughter took it. But anyways, so we're going to do that. So as of right now, the standing stayed the same as last week. Alan's at number 1 with 4 juvenile policies. I don't know if nobody else really has submitted anything, or you just simply haven't gotten me an email, but please email me, leaderinaction@gmail.com, with the name of the insured and the policy number for all juvenile policies. Nate at the home office is going to be verifying this towards the end of the month, so I'm not going to do it. I don't have time for that. The home office is going to verify that they're all juvenile policies, and based on what they say is what we're going to go by. Any thoughts on who moved my cheese? If not, I gave you a free copy of it last week. I hope you take to heart the fact that right now our industry is changing. The way we do business is changing. LAUSD is back in session on Monday. We had several roll calls that we were going to be doing with the school police this week and next week, but unfortunately, there's been a breakout of I've got 2 people. One of them, Ramos, is working on one side, but he told me yesterday that there's a breakout of COVID with the school police. And then I have another sergeant that's trying to get me a few of these roll calls in the Valley and one in the South as well. So we got multiple people working on this stuff, but because of COVID, it's been postponed. So what we are doing, we are going all around and creating, or we have created, I should say, a website that you are going to have access to if you have our whatever that system now site. If you have the now site, you're going to have access to that as well, to just deliver the roll call presentation to the police. So let's get on with the training for today. We're going to wrap it up, which is local leads. Businesses are making a comeback. They were down for the summer for obvious reasons, but they are fighting like hell to recruit, and benefits is one of the keys to recruiting and retaining talent. It just simply makes it that much more appealing for potential employees. And this is something that a lot of employers are looking for right now. And so what we have put together is a special deal. There's 2 pricing models. One of them is free, which I hope you get. And the other one is $29.99, a whopping $30. Now, here's what this represents. Local Leads HQ is nothing more than a database. It's a version 2 of what we had last year called the Leads Vault, is what we called it last year. The difference is that this one has incorporated a few million more businesses into it. It's more intuitive. It's broken down by state, and it has with it a dialer. So let me show you what I'm talking about so you understand what it is I'm doing. Now, do you see the browser now? Can you guys see the browser? Where it says business leads, or what do you guys see?
Yes, it's a list of places.
Okay. Abortion is the first one, right?
We see business leads and abortion, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is just how it defaults, by the way. So what this is, it's a place. Now, this is only if you're going to commit yourself. If not, don't waste your time or your money. But if you're going to do this, a lot of people tell me, I just wish I had a couple more leads. I'll give you an example. Fall, as you know, is the busiest time for Baker to Vegas, 100%. and we're about to start it in September, even though we're official sponsors. Doing it over the summer just doesn't work because they're not thinking about it. But summer, they're going to start getting hit. I'm sorry, in September, they're going to start getting hit with the weekly or monthly meetings from LapRack and blah, 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 blah. That whatever business you want to hit, you can grab right here. Very, very cool. I'll give an example. If I wanted to work with, let's just say, this defaults to Alabama, by the way. Let's just say I want to switch it to California, and I'm looking for police departments because I don't care if they run Baker to Vegas. If they don't run Baker to Vegas, it doesn't matter to me. I can offer them a fundraising for their Explorer program, DAPS, or whatever the case might be. If I click this, where it says all types, I'm going to type in police, and I'm going to wait. Well, as you can see, somebody muted themselves. Hold on. Yeah, don't unmute yourself unless you're going to talk. At any time, you can unmute yourself, and I encourage you to mute yourself, but only if you're going to say something, please, not if you are not. So let me just go ahead and close this out. Police departments is what you see. So I'm just going to pull in police departments. Perfect example. I'm in California, police departments. I click on the little search eyeglass or whatever the other thing is, a magnifying glass. I hit that, and it comes back immediately. And if you notice, look how many police departments are here. Newport Beach Police, West Covina Police, Modesto Police, Hollister, and you can line it up, export it, save it as you like. And literally, all this right here, and yet you see how many pages we have, which is simply incredible. Now, what's also unique about this, and this is very important, is that in many cases, it will also even give you an email address. So instead of maybe having to buy a list, you can do it. Now, there are certain things you have to do here. You have to have what's called an SMTP. SMTP simply means that it allows you to send emails. So you have to have an account that you set up to do that. You also have to have what's called a Twilio account. I call it Twilio account. Now, Twilio account is the same account we all opened up when we used our chatbots. Remember, if you remember that, it cost you like 0.001 pennies for every call or text you sent to the system. I loaded up with $10 maybe, because I still use my chatbot a lot. So I loaded up with like $10 every 5 months, maybe 4 months. You can load it up. I think the minimum is 10, but if you put like 20, it'll cover you all year where you don't have to worry. And what's really nice about this is that when I come here, Mountain View Police Department, they all come, not all, most come, many come with email addresses. So what if you don't have this SMTP account? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you how to open one up in just 1 second. And I'll show it to you right now. So let me go ahead and show you this. Oh, here we go. I'm going to copy this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the page is going to be found if you want to have access to this. Here, you see tutorials, how to create a free Twilio account, how to connect your account, SMTP account, how to search and find leads. Don't ever call me for this, please, on how to do something, because the leads are right here. And Joe said, I can honestly say, I gave it to you, and you don't call me about this stuff. I'm actually sending you a link right now via chat. Bookmark it. Remember that? Bookmark it. Bookmark it, save it, star it, favorite, whatever you want to call it. Don't ask me about this stuff because I don't deal with this stuff once we get out of here on Saturdays. Now, going back, where the hell did I go? Okay, we're going back over here. Here's my police departments. I mean, it's just literally incredible. So here we have, let's just say West Covina or Torrance PD. There's an email address. You can click on this little, this right here is supposed to be copy. If I can click on copy and I copied it to the clipboard, I can go to my Gmail account and just paste it just like the way you see it right there, which is pretty cool. Let me just delete this. Now, I'm glad that I'm here because I wanted to show you also, I wanted to show you, this is my receipt. 4 days ago, $90 is what I paid for mine, 90. Now, you are going to get a chance to get it for either free if you qualify, or only for a whopping $29.99 with a lifetime access. This comes with a monthly fee that is being waived, just a one-time thing. Now, if you think that you might, and not only that, but we give you a 30-day, I'm personally giving you a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it's not what you think it is, shoot me an email and you get your money back. But please, if you think that between a 1 and a 10, if you're anything less than a 9, don't buy it. I'm not in the business of processing payments and processing accounts. That's not the business I'm in. I'm just trying to save you money. I paid $90 for this bad boy. And here's the other part. Let me go back over here. Hold on, please. Let me go back over here. Here is the part that I wanted to show you. It's really cool. So let's just see. I'm working with, I thought it's up torrents, but anyways, I thought it's up torrents. Okay, here's Torrents PD. Click on it right here. It's directly to send an email, but you do need to set up your SMTP account, which takes a little bit of time. Or you can copy it and paste it on your Yahoo, Gmail, or whatever you want to do there. Here is the phone number. You can literally click on the copy, and it'll copy the phone number, and then just paste it onto your dialer or whatever you use. Or if you have the Twilio account, you can click on this bad boy, the phone number itself, and the dialer is built into it, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, the dialer is preloaded. So I just simply hit the green button, and it's dialing. I don't want to talk to the police Saturday morning, but anyways, but what I'm saying, that's it. If we're working the church campaign, let's just say another example. Type it, hold on 1 second. Church, and then here's church furnishings, church furniture, church organizations, church supplies, churches. You hit the search bar thing. And like I said, I paid $90. I mean, I spend so much money every month on tools because they make me money. And here's where the money's at. Shoreline Christian Fellowship. And guess what? There's more than likely the pastor or somebody, their email address. You don't have to go anywhere. You want to just simply talk to them. I mean, how many calls can you make or should you be making as it relates to prospecting? I don't want to talk to them. But anyways, the point that I'm making is that this tool is right here, where either some of them have a website, some do not. Most do have an email address. As you can see here, you can line it up by city, by zip code, by whatever you want to do. But the point is that when people look at this, just look how many there are here. I'm going to page number 5. It continues. Now, this lives on the cloud. Just so you know, what that means is that there's a split second of delay because it's actually pulling the info in real time. Now I'm going to go to page 7. Look at this. So when somebody says, I really would like to work the church campaign, if I only knew how, well, duh, there you go. I'm on page 9. Now, I don't know how many pages this goes through. I'm just randomly pulling up what I see. I'm going to the last page. I'm just curious. There's more than 10. You'll never be able to call. 283 pages. Now, if you do the math, I don't know how many are here. Looks like 10, 20, I don't know. That's a lot of churches. So again, I don't care what you are doing. You can just come in here and search for them, whatever it is you want to do. Here's another one. School. I'm just typing in school. Barber school, not on a barber school. Court report. Damn, there's a lot of elementary and secondary schools. Hit the search button. And we have a whopping 2. Good. All right, so let's see. Elementary. And again, as you can see, the key to this thing is to learn how to play with it. You really do have to learn how to play with it. Let's see. High school? I don't know. Well, I'm just going to type in school. And so the point that I'm saying, I'm trying to make here, massage school, modernist school, I mean, real estate school, religious schools. And so it just goes out here, just schools in general. Excuse me. And so the point of it is that usually you require a subscription service to this. And so, oh my God, look, here you go. All kinds of stuff. This is aircraft school. I don't know how the hell they're somebody aircraft school. I don't know what they do. But anyways, the point of it is I don't have time to mess with the whole thing. You do need a Twilio account, which is what gives you the phone number. And you also need a SMTP account, which you can see how to get it. Or you can just copy. You don't need to do anything. You just simply copy. And I have an iPhone. So with an iPhone, I can copy here and paste it on my cell phone and dial. I can do that. But I think this is cooler when you have the dialer that's built into it, which is kind of why we are paying what we're paying. And we're paying very, very cheap. Like I said, they wanted $2,000 for my reseller account. I'm not paying them that. I buy too much stuff from these people that do nothing but help businesses grow to be able to do just that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and Let's see if anybody has any questions. You can go ask right now.
So it's just businessleads.com is where
No,
you
this
access
no,
it?
no. Hold on. Let me do this. What you need to do, and I'm going to go back. You're ahead of me, but let me just go back over here. I'm sending everybody a link, and what I just sent you is what I'm going to go back to in just 1 second. You go to the link that I just sent you. I sent you a link right now. No, and so what this is, like I said, this is my receipt for $90. If you had production last month, in the month of July, if you have production, personal production during the month of July, or so far this month, you're going to get this tool free, 100% free. Just as a way of me saying thank you for being part of my team and for all that you do. And I want to serve as the gasoline we pour on the fire that you started. If you don't have any production, you need to get your fire going. I can't pour gasoline, because if I put gasoline on it, nothing's going to happen. And so therefore, basically, if you're on this list, and when I say if you have any production, I'm talking about like at the bottom of the list, you see a 0.10, that counts. Somebody did something somewhere to bring business onto the books, that counts. So if your name is here, or even if it's here, I mean, if you got production last month or this month, you will get this for free. Now, if your name is not here, well, I don't know what to tell you. What I'm going to do is let me go ahead and show you what you're going to do. I sent you to a link, and when you go to the link, it's going to bring you to this page right here. And so what this is going to do is give you all the tutorials here.
We don't see the page.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate this, guys. I need to stay on top of me. Okay, and so what I'm going to show you here, the link that I sent you takes you here. And so what you're going to do, can you see it now, Local Leads HQ?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what you're going to do here, two things. These are the tutorials. Don't call me about how to use it, because it's all here and they're very good. I've seen them all. That's how I learned. You're going to click on down here where it says buy, $29.99. It's a lifetime access, meaning not monthly, and one time and you're done. But if you have production, click on the second button below that one, and it's red as well. Click here for free account. When you click on the free account, it's going to take you to a Google form. This one takes you to PayPal. Go to the Google form and fill out the form. It will be verified that you do have production. And if you don't have production, it's just simply ignored. Very, very simple. If you do have production, you're going to get an email with your credentials. Log in, kind of like Smart Meeting, where you're going to just simply, or Smart Calendar, where you're going to go in there, where you're going to go ahead and go in there and just simply do nothing more than open up your account and you're off to the races. I want to be that gasoline that's poured onto your fire. But like I said, if not, just, if you're interested, or you can go to the link. I can give you the link where I bought it, and I got a discount for $90. You can go there as well. It's $29.99. I'm not in the business of selling stuff, just so you know. This is not my business, but I'm also not in the business of, it takes a lot of time to set up each account times whatever number of people. Everybody will request it for free if we have made it available. I don't have that kind of time, and I'd be lying if I told you that I do. So anyways, I just want you to know that this is a great tool to help you elevate your prospecting, because that's step one in the process of production and success. Is if you don't have people to talk to, if you're not talking to people, well, get yourself something like this or any other service. I don't care. You're not going to find anything for $30 for your whole life, but get something and prospect the right way to increase how many people are hearing your message to be able to do that as well. Let me go ahead and go back over here. So everybody got the link, right? Anybody not get it? Okay, everybody got it. I just want to make sure. Let me see if it's this one. All right, so like I said, so if you're here, there, it's really all about helping you get local leads, because you can go ahead and zoom into your community, your city, your zip code, your state, the whole country, and you can export them. You can save the list that you're working on, and you can keep track of what it is that you're doing, which I encourage everybody to do to help elevate your success. Any questions from anybody about anything at all? Again,
this is outstanding, Javier. I just want to really congratulate you on finding it.
Oh, I mean, and the truth is that I buy so much stuff from these guys. These are gurus that put stuff together. But like I said, it's intended for resellers' account. And so when they come to me and they say, hey, I'll give you $2,000, we charge you $2,000, you sell them at $29.99 a month, you make your money back with just 50 sales, and everything after that, it's all product. But I'm not thinking that. I'm not in that business. I really want to help our people. But like I said, the reality is that we have to prioritize the time. And I always start with those that are producing. It's just free. Just thank you. Thank you for being part of my team. If you're not part of my team, yeah, then it does require some time. As they say, membership has its privileges. And one of them is that I like to take care of my people. But like I said earlier, there are some things I will not give up. There are just some things that I simply will not give up time. And so don't ever take it the wrong way. I don't ever want to sound arrogant. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that between my God, my family, and everything, time we take away from that, we all do this to have that. And I'll wrap it up with one thing, and I'm going to mute everybody just so nobody interrupts me. But I'll share this with you real quick before we wrap it up, and then we're going to open up for everybody, and we're literally going to mute. We're going to mute everybody right now. We're going to unmute everybody in just 1 second, and I'll leave you with this. Again, people ask me all the time, how come you're not the top earner in the company? Listen, there's a story I heard a long time ago. Like I told you, Mr. Richard Ree, I'll never forget him and the lessons. And there's other cool lessons I wish I could share with you that I can, but very cool lessons. And so the one thing I have learned in my life in business is that making money is just a byproduct of doing the right thing. But to do the right thing, whether it be helping educate people or whatever, it takes time. And so anyways, there was an American businessman. He was an avid fisherman, but can never get away to fish because he was very successful, working like a dog, very, very successful. Eventually, one day, his wife forced him to go down to fulfill his dream of fishing in Baja. For those that have never been down there in Baja, it's very famous for, their fishing. So he just couldn't find the time. She made him find the time. He went down to Cabo. And anyways, he hired the best guide. Turns out that he was expecting a big company. It was just the most famous guide down there. Was a one-man show. Old man takes him out on his boat, just one person. And the fisherman, the tourist, the American guy, was blown away as to how much fish they caught, the size of the fish. He couldn't believe it. A dream come true. And so anyways, he tells the guide, you know what, you should start thinking about scaling up. He goes, for what? He goes, because if you scale up, you can bring more people. And then the fisherman asks him an important question. He says, and then what? He goes, well, then you'll have more guys under you. And then what? And then you'll have more tourists to take out. And then what? And then one day you could even go commercial fishing. And then what? And then you'll make more money than you can even imagine. And then what? Well, then one day you could sell your business for a lot of money. He goes, okay, and then what? And then one day when you sell it for a lot of money, you could spend your whole day doing nothing but fishing. And he looks at him, what they look like. Are you kidding me? I already do that. And, the businessman just looked at it. Damn, he never thought about it that way. Where the guy was doing what he dreamt of doing the entire time. And so I share that with you because I want to make sure that you know what your ideal life looks like in every aspect of it. What does it look like? And for me, I would not, and I'll share something personal with you that I'm not afraid to share. Part of it has to do with, there was a time in my life where I was making more money than now, even a lot more money than right now. And that went on for what I thought ever. And the irony was that when we made the most in our life, more money than you can imagine, we traveled the least, we went out the least, we cherished each other the least. And I always told myself that, God, if I get the chance to, do it again, I would definitely do it differently because I'm not going to fulfill somebody else's definition of success. I don't care. I don't care if people wonder why I don't do more, why I can't make more, why I don't care. And ever since that day, I was blessed with FFS. And here we go again. The only difference is that now I will only go as fast as I can enjoy the trip. It's no faster than that. Screw what people think. I don't care. Like I said, and that's just my story. So I'm just sharing with you that most people are so close, so that if you are serious about achieving success, please do me a favor and mobilize people to this Wednesday's webinar. This week and this week alone is going to be open to anybody. Last week was private and it went extremely well. We just want to make sure that for you, the victory will be in inviting people and mobilizing them, whether they show up or not. That's not your business. Did they buy or not? None of your business. But at least you flex your muscles and realize that you're a lot stronger than you thought you were. all by just simply following the play I'm calling here today. You don't have to be a team player. That's okay. But I just want to make sure we give everybody an equal chance at success. Anybody, any questions from anybody before we go ahead and end it? Seriously.
Javier, are you going to record the Wednesday night in case they can't make it 7 o'clock on
No.
Wednesday?
And the reason we're not is it's already a recording on the website with the $1 Million Baby website.
Oh, okay.
We have that already. So you can send people there. The whole purpose of the live one is to teach people to mobilize and also answer questions live and that kind of, otherwise we already have the $1 Million Baby, which I emailed everybody the campaign. There's a video to the webinar. There's a video to the video, a link to the video. Everything is there. But this one is special because we just want to teach people how to mobilize people to the events. Anybody else, please, before we wrap it up?
How long is on Wednesday?
25 minutes from beginning to end.
Thank you.
5 minutes are added for Q&A for anybody that wants to stay. But from the moment we start, and we will start on time, at the 25-minute mark, thank you so much. Get back with the person who invited you to this webinar to learn more, to get a free, no obligation illustration to show how you can give your child the future you know they deserve and not sentence them to a life of low wages and low income and financial struggles just because we didn't take action while we could. Thank you, and that's it. And if anybody has any questions, stick around for the next 5 minutes. I'll help you answer whatever. Other than that, thank you. And again, they don't get my info. They don't get my link. They don't get anything. My recommendation to you, as soon as the webinar is over, send them the link to Calendly or your smart meeting, whatever you might have, to book one with you, because they're not going to come back to me. I'm not booking anybody. I'm sending them back to you. And this is part of the automation process that you want to have in place to see it through.
And if I put a link on my, say, Facebook or somewhere, does that, how do I do that? Is that the link, the FFS?
Yeah, what you'll do is put in the link for either Calendly or something like that where they register, and then now we have their phone number and just text them directly right when the meeting's going to start.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Questions, please. And here's what it's not. If you're just an agent and you don't have guests coming, don't show up on Wednesday. That's not how you win. We want people there that have people that are inviting people. And then, okay, they didn't show up. That's not the end of the world. But it's not really for us. It's for other people. And most importantly, to help you mobilize people as well. Last call. Questions, comments, concerns, anything at all. Thank you to everybody. Knock, thank you very much for the comment. Alan, thank you so much for that. Thank you to everybody. I'm telling you, I love you guys to death, but we don't have all the time in the world like we sometimes think we do. We got to move. And this is exactly what these tools will help you do. I don't care what campaign you're in. If you qualify for the free account, get the free one. I'm not looking to make money. If you want to go ahead and purchase it, buy it. If you don't like it, just send me an email and you'll get your money back. I don't care. It's just about making sure that there are no excuses, that there's nobody that can honestly say, damn it, had only I gotten a little bit of support and guidance. Look, I'm going to win regardless of what Phil or I don't know who the hell my upline is. I don't ever talk to anybody. I don't care because I'm here for myself and my family. But here for us, we work as a family. We work as a team. Just need to do your part. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. If no one has any other questions, thank you so much. Go ahead.
It's Kathy. Finally, can I mute myself? I just want to encourage everyone that doesn't have an IUL to try to get one if they qualify. I mean, I got one last year, and then since then I've had some health issues, and I am one of the people with COVID right now. So it's just really important to get this stuff while you're healthy before anything happens.
I agree. Kathy, thank you. And we definitely wish you a quick and speedy recovery, and I'm sure you're going to be back before you know it. And the same for our other teammates that are going through this crappy disease right now. If you have to just take care of yourself, there's only so much you can do. But like I said, let's keep all of and everybody. My daughter works at the ICU in the Inland Empire in the COVID ward. They closed down their COVID ward. 2 weeks ago, they reopened the COVID ward. Last week, they were at 50% of the entire ICU COVID. She texted us 2 nights ago saying that is going to be a long night. We got 4 people that are passing tonight. They're all under 30. And it's just horrible to see what's going on. All you can do is all you can do. And all you can do is let people know of the concepts of products that might make it a little better for others or for themselves. But again, this is not turn our backs on anybody. If anybody's going through this crappy disease and needs help, food, lunch, or whatever, give me a call and I'll send you Uber Eats or something like that. But you're not alone. That matters a lot in life, knowing that you're not alone. At least I can say I'm in your corner. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Thank you. Stay healthy.